Okay, so the story was they were on a tree which was submerged in water.
And
they have fallen in water.
The tree, yeah, the tree like fell into the water, and it was a dead tree. And they were just hanging out on the tree just above the water.
Right, because they can't grow under the water. So they grow where they can.
Yeah.
So this is probably Crepidotus Applanatus, I would guess. Crepidotus is like an oyster mushroom, except it's brown spored.
Yeah.
It's not white spored. There are lots of oyster mushroom-like things. There are some are white spored. There's many actually that are white spored that aren't what people think of as the oyster mushroom. There's some pink spored ones. There's some brown spored ones. This being a brown spored one is likely Crepidotus, and given that it's kind of got this jelly flabby cap, it's like especially jello-like in its cap. It makes me think it might be Crepidotus Applanatus, which also does grow to a good size.
And is that a spore print on top of the cap?
It could be, because they were kind of stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to me like a spore print.
They grew like
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
So we have reconstructed how they were pulled, forensically reconstructed.
Yes.
Pardon?
What if you're wrong?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I mean, the thing is that they were in this wrapper.
I'm just saying they were wrapped up together like
They were
that.
wrapped up together like
And they
that.
could have been growing like feet apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Columbo would be
pretty
able to
good
tell
spore
us.
print.
Yeah.
Yeah, very brown. Although it looks kind of greenish brown, but the greenishness is actually I really think it's not the spores, but rather the slime.
Yep. The pigment from the fungus.
Most of the fake oyster mushrooms are smaller than real oyster mushrooms. You know, the oyster mushrooms can get to be pretty big.
They're like gray though.
Yeah, and a lot of the brown spored fake ones are much tinier. These are actually pretty big for these brown spored Crepidotus, but Applanatus does get pretty big. There's some really beautiful species close to this that have these pinkish or purplish colors or hairy caps and things like this. This is sort of your boring. You can see the. The gel.
Slime.
Not the slime, but the cap is like rubber. It's got this.
Oh yeah.
See the rubber coating.
Check it out. It looks like Pac-Man.
So it's the rubber-coated brown spored oyster mushroom, which is an English name I just made up off the top of my head.
Danny, is that
Hey, if
also
Gary can do it, I'm allowed to do it.
Is that also hygrophanous? Am I seeing hygrophanous?
Yes. Yeah.
What is hygrophanous mean?
It means it fades as the cap dries out. It'll have two distinct tones.
Oh.
So it's like inflated cells in the cap. When they're wet, they're inflated with water, moisture, and are one color. And as they dry out, they lose that color.
So what color is it becoming? Like orange?
Yeah, because this is the drier part, and that's the wet.
Oh, I see. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so it was more orange before, and now it's getting more like brown.
Yeah.
No, it probably is more like that one, and now it's turning this opaque, creamy color.
Do you have KOH?
Not with me.
Oh, and here are our turkey tails. Oh, so here's my question about turkey tails. Is that green stuff moss or algae, or is it the mushroom?
That is algae. There are a number of.
Ha! I knew it.
Yeah, there are.
So my husband said he thought, oh, it's interesting because it's fuzzy on parts and not fuzzy on other parts. And I said, well, gee, it looks like moss to me, or something that's growing on it.
The fuzzy is part of the mushroom. It's just the green tint of the fuzzy. So you're both right.
Boy.
Or you're both wrong. Yeah.
We're both
Green
partially
tint
right.
Of the fuzziness.
Okay.
Is algae growing on the fuzz that belongs on the mushroom.
Boy. That is more complex than I thought possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well thanks guys. Thank you for appearing on my video. Patrice, oh my goodness.